Welcome back, YouTubers. Cheryl here with Adventures of C&C, and today we would like to help you plan your trip to Chattanooga, Tennessee. So follow us for a tour of the places we visited, restaurants we ate at, so that you can have ideas to plan your trip. If you find this video helpful, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share with a friend.
Taking my chances along with my dreams.
We left Stone Mountain in North Georgia and headed out to Chattanooga, Tennessee. This is our first time in Chattanooga. We have actually visited Gatlinburg, Tennessee several times. We love Gatlinburg, but this is our first time to Chattanooga. We stayed in an RV park just about 20 minutes out of Chattanooga, and now we are heading into downtown Chattanooga to explore and grab some dinner. Did you know the Tennessee Aquarium in Chattanooga is one of the world's largest freshwater aquariums? This is one of Chattanooga's biggest attractions, and this architecture is pretty unique. It stands out from all over downtown Chattanooga. Chattanooga was one of the cities that benefited most from railroad expansion. In 1870, there were 58 industries in Chattanooga. By 1910, there were more than 300. From 1909 to 1970, all trains traveling southward passed through Chattanooga's famous terminal station. The train station is actually now the Choo Choo Hotel. In 1941, Glenn Miller wrote the very popular song Chattanooga Choo Choo. We heard that the best southern barbecue was at Puckett's. And this is the cobbler of the day, strawberry cobbler. Try it, honey. See if it's good.
I'll try to play something a little bit more up. Dangerous.
And it's warm. Everything is fresh and homemade.
Is somebody
it's good? Dangerous?
Like, what would you say you're John or
dying to try it?
Yeah.
We are in line for this ride on the Incline Railway. It's America's most amazing mile, and it's going to take us up to Lookout Mountain, where it's full of history. So follow us for this train ride. Don't forget, if you find this video helpful, hit the like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Your ticket for the Incline Railway will only run you $15 a person. The ride takes about 10 minutes up the hill. The hill is a mile high. And at the halfway point of the trek, the cars pass alongside each other. This is called the switch, and the switch allows the two cars to pass each other on this single track. It's pretty cool. The train climbs the mountain backwards, and of course, the higher you get, the better the views are. And the higher you get, people are also complaining on the train now that they're a little bit scared and they're not sure if they're coming down on the train, and they have their eyes closed. So it was very entertaining. But the reward is this amazing view from the top. And then there's an upper observation deck. Yep. Curious George needs to go check it out. Wow. Look at this view of Chattanooga, Tennessee. So here comes the incline train from all the way
Yeah, the other
down
one is actually
there.
around the station down there.
Ah, yeah. So cool. World's tallest incline.
It's a little longer driving.
And look at the view of Chattanooga, Tennessee. From on top, Lookout Mountain. Super cool. After some refreshments at the snack bar at the top and some souvenir shopping at a very nice gift store, we got in line to head back down. Now you can see how steep the car is when you get in. You have to be very careful. When you board at the bottom, you don't have this problem, but when you board the train at the top, you have to be very careful and hang on because you can see how steep it is. You may have heard me say before that my honey does not like heights, but he chose this train ride actually, and he really enjoyed it. We highly recommend this Incline Railway. The boathouse came highly recommended. At the RV park, I was telling the owner that we were looking for a place on the water, and he suggested the boathouse. It's very popular, the wait is long, but the view, the food, and the service are so worth it. We highly recommend it. Lot of garlic. This is dinner with a view at the boathouse, Chattanooga, Tennessee. We are off today to another adventure. We are heading up to Ruby Falls in Chattanooga. Ruby Falls also came highly recommended, so follow us. We are at Ruby Falls in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and we are about to take an elevator 260 feet down into the ground to see one of the largest underground cavern waterfalls that is open in the United States. So follow us for this exciting tour of Ruby Falls. Don't forget, if you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.
Oh, it's going fast. Well, it's only 7 miles an hour.
I can only run like 3 miles per hour. Not like the tower here. So I can only run that you were
Because my people run. When was this board? 1928. That's a door, not most interesting. You know what?
We have our own comedian in our family.
Hello, welcome. Come on in, watch your head, watch your step, follow me this way.
Family stay together. Looks like the thing will happen.
Rock might have a hard time here.
Yeah, I've got two.
Hi. Because we have a YouTube channel.
Hello.
Looking into a dark hole deep inside a mountain. Some folks may call it wise to turn back in favor of sunlight and certainty. Take the easy path, miss the detour that just might lead to something far more extraordinary. Sometimes, some people, not me. When my Ruby moved away to Tennessee, I could have stayed put, but I followed her south. She was my high school sweetheart. Usually, those things don't work out, but she's my wife now. So yes, that was the right call. Ruby and I have seen just about everything together. We come around a bend and see a new adventure. She takes my hand and off we go. Now, the minute I heard the historic tales of Lookout Mountain Cave, I felt that first pull. The mountain calling me in. I wanted everyone to see this underground cathedral, but the entrance was sealed. Burst of air from an opening into the unknown, 18 inches tall. I swear it summoned me. If our drills hadn't stayed true, if our aim had been a few feet in either direction, we would have missed it. Something we weren't even looking for in the first place, but we found it. Or maybe it found us. So down we went, crawling through the dark, with the mountain on our heads. We crawled for an hour, 3 hours, 6 hours before we could stand. Ruby's up there, waiting for me. But the same thing pulling me back is pushing me forward, towards hidden beauty in the heart of this fine earth, a treasure worthy of her name. I know we're down deep, farther down than we ever expected to go. I imagined all the people that might come after us to this place, to see something they've never seen before, something they'll never see if we turn back now.
Next up on the must-see list into Chattanooga, Tennessee is Rock City. This came highly recommended. From Rock City, you can see 7 different states So follow us for a tour and see how many states you can see. Now follow us. Rock City is a botanical and geological wonder, boasting over 400 species of plants, trees, and shrubs. There is something blooming all year long. Water traces its way through Rock City in many forms, from the gentle flow of the many babbling brooks to the thundering waterfall at Lover's Leap. Oh yeah, they were saying some places you had to go sideways. This looks like a face onto this rock right here. The one I'm passing, it looks like a pig's face. A lot easier than down in the caves. It's beautiful. Oh wow. Wow, this is cool.
Careful, grown-ups!
Careful, grown-ups is right. The little ones can fit good. It's a short one. I mean, short and length. And height, yeah. Alternate route to Lover's Leap. Stone Bridge, Swing Along Bridge. Historical evidence shows that Native Americans inhabited Lookout Mountain. It was in 1823 that two missionaries, Buttrick and Chamberlain, arrived in the area to minister to the Indians. On August 28, 1823, Reverend Buttrick made an entry in his diary describing a citadel of rocks atop the mountain, noting the immense size of the boulders and stating that they were arranged in such a way as to afford streets and lanes. By the time the Civil War reached the slopes of Lookout Mountain, more and more people had discovered what was already being called the Rock City. During the famous Battle of Lookout Mountain, both a Union officer and Confederate nurse speculated in separate diary entries that one could see 7 states from atop the summit. Rock City remained well known to hikers and geologists throughout the later portion of the 1800s, but it would take the dawning of a new century before the fabulous Rock City would reach its full potential. Oh my gosh, this is super cool. This swinging bridge, and look at Chattanooga in the back. And my honey's over there. Oh my goodness, what a cool adventure. Just beautiful. Rock City's Lover's Leap story is of a young Chickasaw warrior named Sati and a beautiful Cherokee maiden named Nakuchi. Despite a bitter feud between their tribes, they fell deeply in love. The two eloped, but were followed by a war party. Sati was captured and thrown from the top of Lover's Leap. While the attention of the tribe was absorbed in this tragedy, the despairing Nakuchi quickly followed her love off of Lover's Leap. Garnet Carter was born in Sweetwater, Tennessee in 1883. At the age of 11, he and his family took up residence near Chattanooga on Lookout Mountain. A born promoter, Carter had tried and succeeded at a number of business ventures before hitting on the idea of developing a residential neighborhood at the top of Lookout Mountain. Launched in 1924, the new community was to be known as Fairyland, named so because of his wife Frida's longtime interest in European folklore. One of the enticing features of Fairyland was to be a golf course, but construction took considerably longer than was planned. In order to appease those who were clamoring to play golf, Carter responded by fashioning what is now recognized to be the nation's first miniature golf course. Did you know that Rock City founder Garnet Carter also invented mini golf right here on Lookout Mountain in 1924? Well, how cool is that? And here it is, the very first mini golf course. Tom Tums. Amazing. This place is so rich in history and beauty. Because of its popularity, Carter decided to franchise this miniature golf concept all over the United States. Hence the origins of Tom Thumb Golf. Lover's Leap Observation Point and Seven States Flare Court offer some of the most spectacular views found anywhere in the world. Rock City is home to the legendary See Seven States view from 1,700 feet above sea level. Now let's see how many states you can count. At the top of this Rock City, overlooking Rock City, overlooking 7 states, an amazing view in rocking chairs. Rocking chairs is pretty cool for Rock City. Look at this view. They say we can see 7 states from here. Tennessee, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Alabama, Kentucky, Virginia. I think that was 7 states. And here are all the flags. It's an absolutely beautiful day, beautiful view. While Garnet Carter was putting around with Tom Thumb Golf, Frida Carter had begun a project of her own. The 700 acres of Fairyland also encompassed the legendary Rock City, and Frida set out to develop this property into a rock garden to end all rock gardens. When the Depression hit, Tom Thumb Golf fell to the rough, and Garnet focused on his other business interests. It appeared to him that Frida's endeavor with Rock City had possibilities. Frida had taken string and marked a trail that wound its way around the giant rock formations, ending at the giant outcropping known as Lover's Leap. She also collected wildflowers and other plants and had them transplanted along her trail. Frida's gardening was supplemented by imported German statues of gnomes and famous fairy tale characters, which were stationed at points along the trail. Entrepreneur that he was, Garnet realized his wife had something there that lots of other people might be willing to pay to see. The rest, as they say, is history. Rock City officially opened as a public attraction on May 21st, 1932. It got off to a slow start because advertising in those days was difficult. especially since Carter's mountaintop attraction was not located in a place that people would just happen to be passing by and take notice. It was at this point another brilliant idea of Carter's was born. He enlisted the help of a young sign painter named Clark Byers, who was hired to travel the nation's highways and offered to paint a farmer's barn in exchange for letting him paint 3 simple words: See Rock City. The distinctive black and white signs appeared as far north as Michigan and as far west as Texas. The advertising soon began to produce the desired effect, and by the close of the 1930s, more travelers than ever had seen Rock City Gardens. We have walked through pathways, over rocks, under rocks, in between rocks, and we keep discovering more and more. Every corner there's something else to see. These little passageways are so narrow. They're not made for tall people. But they lead you to the most incredible views. Wow. Wow, wow. I'm not sure if I can fit through here, but let's check. I literally have to go sideways. This is such a cool place. All kinds of little secret gardens and stones and steps and gnomes and doors, swinging bridges, beautiful gardens. Rock City, Tennessee. Just beautiful. Yeah, I just squeeze right between those rocks. See how narrow it looks? Fit through though. And now I'm heading up and out through here. I'm out of breath, but this is pretty cool. So that narrow passage I just came through is called Fat Man Squeeze. They say follow the red doors. And that was pretty cool. I had to go sideways to squeeze in between there. Pretty interesting. Follow the red doors is what the map says. Oh, I guess I came backwards. But that's okay. Everywhere is something to see. So beautiful. And now I'm going to find my honey. I lost him somewhere in the rocks. Or over at Lover's Leap. I hope he didn't leap over waiting for me. I will leap over and go looking for him. Phew, thank goodness I found him. A ticket to Rock City will only cost you about $25 per person to enjoy all this beauty. If I lived in the area, I think I would buy an annual pass and come here as often as I could. Our last stop before leaving Lookout Mountain is Massey's Kitchen for dinner. My honey found this place based on the reviews. Massey's Kitchen used to be a general store. It was a gathering place for the community from 1920 through 1970. It is now a made-from-scratch restaurant with imported ingredients from the Mediterranean. And this is such a cool spot. Delicious food, good service, good vibes. We highly recommend it.
Very flavorful.
It's good, yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's fresh and delicious looking. And it's a very cool spot. Massey's Kitchen, Lookout Mountain, Chattanooga, Tennessee. And we are about to get on the road again, leaving Chattanooga and heading to the town of Helen, Georgia. In all our travels, I believe that this is the first time we are parked next to a Prevost, or I guess the Prevost is parked next to us because we've been here for a few days. So when we came home yesterday, I was like, wow, what a beautiful bus parked next to us. Yes, I love the Prevost because I especially love those big windows. You can't see from the outside, but from the inside, they're huge. So this is a Prevost. And then I found out that this park, the owner of this park, he sells Prevost. There's one over there for sale. And they work on Prevost as well. And he owns Prevost. So maybe that's why this bus is parked here, because of all the ties to the park. So super cool. This park is big rig friendly, costs about $50 a night, and close to Chattanooga. Hey Jojo, do you give this video a thumbs up? Woohoo! And subscribe? Yeah.
Hit that subscribe button.
Smash that subscribe button. Woo-hoo!